Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have the new Flashback Muller card to review today. So, we're taking a look at a card who is 6'1", high work rates, right-footed, 3-star skills, 4-star weak foot. So right off the bat, guys, this is a card that I see being used mostly in a two-striker formation, being one of the two strikers, being the physical-oriented one, right? So, with Muller, in-game player traits, he has the outside foot shot trait, solid player trait, and leadership traits. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be giving him the Hawk chemistry style because I want to improve the shot power a little bit more while improving the attacking positioning, the finishing on the card, as well as the long shots, while still giving him that pace boost to work with the dribbling. Because with Thomas Muller in-game, guys, he has... Please tell me it's on the right monitor. It is. Let's go. It's going to be like this for dribbling, right? On the high and average plus body type, right? So that with some extra aggression should be okay to work with for the meta of the game. We're going to obviously see. Base card stats for passing on the card is pretty solid as well. 4-star weak foot is on the card too, which is pretty nice. He has dribbling stats that we will be experimenting with. I do expect it to be a little bit rough to work with because high and average plus for an attacker is usually rough. So obviously we'll be taking a look at that. And then last but not least, he has 93 for stamina for his high work rates. So with Thomas Muller, guys, we are going to be using him in the 4-4-2 as usual. We're going to put this... Yeah, we just need to get some forward runs out of him. So we could do this now for the sake of the review. Thomas Muller there. Nkunku. Yeah, we could do Nkunku there. We could totally do that. Striker Muller. No instructions. Just stay central. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll try him out, and hopefully he's a beast. By the way, guys, I hope you guys are having a good holiday. Hope everything's been going well with you guys. Thank you guys so much for the support as usual. You guys are the best. I love you. He was already starting that run right there, which is pretty solid. I do expect that for a few times with the high work rate. It's kind of like using Holland in a two-striker formation, right? Yeah, so I just want you guys can slow that down if you really want to, right? So because of his body type, when I'm using the R trigger acceleration to accelerate into the play, you notice that like restriction of the card because of the body type that he has, right? So just something to be mindful of. That's on a green time shot outside the 18-yard box. You can see there's no like commitment of him going forward right there. He's kind of just being the supportive player, if that makes sense. So he makes that run right there, but does he track back? He does quickly. Ball roll touch, go back, get him on a driven. Cool, there's a driven shot there too. I couldn't get the timing on the initial shot there, but the touch for the weak foot strike there was pretty solid. Oh, I was going to see if I can work with his physical a little bit right there. Like a ball roll acceleration with the R2. Yeah, his attacking AI is like not crazy. Like in regards to like the runs. Like we're forcing forward runs, but you can see that he's kind of like the person that is very target man oriented with the way that he receives the ball and stuff. So he's not really the type to consistently make those runs. Like he's just always like looking at you like, hey, pass the ball to me. You know what I'm saying? But in these moments, like I expect him to actually make those runs. Like those ones he definitely will. But here, look, target man. Get a touch off, ball roll, touch again. There you go. Oh, I couldn't even time that. Animation was like really late there. Up. Oh, see? So what I went for there is that from the driven pass, I just wanted to use the left stick to go upwards. Like I always teach you guys, the driven pass and then using the left stick to go in certain positions is super meta in this game. So I did try to go for that and it didn't really work. Oh, good adjustment right there though. Ball roll up, shoot across on a white. Okay. Look, very target man oriented with the way he goes into the play. Makes a run there. Oh, actually managed to make that work right there with the left stick. Not bad. I mean, here's what I'll say, right? So as a physical type striker that you guys hear all the time, right? It's not a bad card, right? It's just an SBC that I hope is not like, you know, too expensive. Like we're going to see what the price is for the concept of the SBC, you know? Driven pass, touch, big shot on a green. Nice save from Magnan. So normally, guys, if you guys want to kind of like play with that base thing of his, right, with the attacking AI, you could give him a get in behind instruction. You really could, because like a stay central, get in behind would play with that thing of his, right? On a green. I gotta put more power in those shots for him, huh? Good in the air, though, to get those. See how he kind of comes close? So you can totally get the get in behind instruction on him if you want. I'm going to spam L1 here. Bounce pass if I can make it. Ah, no. The attackers always have the advantage, guys. I'm telling you. I timed it poorly, obviously. Oh, first time touch was a little bit rough there from the driven. No, I tried to register that to him. That was weird. Okay, he made it eventually there. Kind of like waiting for him to actually make that play there quicker, like attacking AI wise. Okay, guys, so we're going to try him out with the get in behind instruction as well for the 4-2-3-1. And we're going to see how that kind of performs in game. Hopefully it's decent. Yeah, that's what you work for the most, right? It's just like, it's always trying to look for those extra passes through the middle. So here's the thing, right, guys? So because he's like physical, right? You could totally use a card like this in a 4-1-2-2 as your more attacking oriented player if your 4-1-2-2 is actually set up that way, because of the fact that he is pretty tall. You know, he's got the weak foot to work with. The only thing that he's going to lack in is defensive stats from time to time, but it'll be a solid player to have, you know, with that high work rates, you know, kind of playing through the middle position as much as possible. Little green on that. Deflection. Couldn't get that though. It's crazy. I have stay central, get him behind, but like he still behaves the same way. That's why I always tell you guys that like base characteristics of a card is so relevant in FIFA, man. Like with Benzema and Fekir, like since I know they have good attacking AI, like whatever instruction I give them, like they just play to that attacking AI and that instruction so well. Like he follows the get in behind. I'm not saying that he doesn't follow it at all. Like he does. It's just a matter of like the consistency of it, you know? First time strike. Nice. Yeah, so if you use a card like this, you got to give him a get in behind. You kind of have to like force it out of him a little bit because it'll work with his like target man stuff, you know? Like over here, he'll activate it. Ball roll driven. Touch it downwards. Go in. Ball roll in. Ball roll. Ball roll again. Oh, almost got lucky there. See, he activates the get in behind. He's offside now, but so is Nkunku, right? There we go, yeah. Got used to doing the more power stuff for him. Had to do the more power stuff. Law pass? Oh, I should have done the L1, R1 there, for sure. Ball roll strike. There you go. That's a big thing, guys. Like, I learned that from Anders, like, I think it was like a year or two ago when we reviewed his gameplay. That he goes for ball roll strikes because of consistency of it. Afterwards, it's pretty good. Like you can see I don't even have to time that there and he still scores it. Oh, good cancel there. That was sick. Touch upwards. Ah, couldn't do it there because it didn't register the Muller like initially. I kind of wanted to go there though. Yeah, I don't expect him to get those ones. Those are like way too committed. By the way, guys, cards like this, so like I said, if you give him that stay central, get him behind instruction, you could totally give him the Hunter chemistry style if you really want that extra pace for him to kind of get past defenders as well, right? Like in a situation like this, he adjusts. I can make that through ball there. Not a great through ball, but nice. That one I actually like timed the R trigger twice to kind of like accelerate into the position to score that. It's good finishing by him there. Okay, guys, so final verdict on the new Thomas Muller SBC, right? So in regards to how he performs in-game, guys, we wanted to try a few things, right? Because of the fact that he is a 6'1" player with a high and average plus body type. So right away, physical type player, okay? When you use a card like this in your team, you either want to give him a Hunter chemistry style or you want to give him a Hawk chemistry style, right? Since he's not like a super agile runner, I'm personally perfectly fine with the 94 acceleration, 95 for sprint speed, with shooting being in the 90s and with physicality, you know, having that extra aggression. Aggression is going to be the most noticeable with jumping from time to time, right? But the Hawk chemistry style is going to make the most sense when it comes to having a card that can attack well enough in the meta of the gameplay, right? With Muller though, guys, for me personally, with his high work rates, it's nothing like too special. He's very like target man oriented. So when you notice that with a card, you want to kind of force the attacking AI out of them, right? So you give him a stay central, get in behind, and he'll play with that base characteristic to that instruction as well, because that's why we like to use the 4-4-2, 4-1-2 and 2s with the forward runs tactic to really test out that attacking AI with the players, right? So you want to keep him on stay central. You want him to be the middle guy. Cards like this you could definitely use in the cam position as well, but just know that his dribbling is not going to be that crazy from base card stats because of the way that it's set up. Because here's the thing, man. Shooting is the way that it is. Yes, you can give him an engine chemistry style to boost balance, agility, and dribbling as much as possible, but the shot power and stuff, finishing and stuff is kind of low. And even if you give him that engine, guys, you'll still notice the high and average plus body type. It's just kind of a thing in the game for the meta of the game, right? But on a Hawk chemistry style, there's two different ways to see this card being used, okay? Two striker lineup where you give him a stay central, get in behind, depending on your playstyle, because attacking AI is subjected to a person. Sometimes you'll like it, right? For me, I'm not a fan of it, and I want the get in behind with him. Or you actually get him for your team and you use him as your attacking oriented center mid in like a 4-1-2 and 2, while the other two players are attacking and defensive oriented. While, you know, maybe your CDM should be the medium high, I would say, right? So you could totally use a card like this in a formation like that. If you guys want to use him in a formation like that, you guys can go check out the video that I reviewed from Viperalization of his 4-1-2 and 2 aggressive tactics. A card like this would be perfectly fine in a formation like that to have fun with. And the important thing with an SBC like this guy is that, listen, he's not a crazy card, but I appreciate when EA doesn't make these cards expensive. 48k as an SBC for a concept player that's not that crazy is perfectly fine, because there's going to be a lot of players that are going to use him, and if they're good enough at FIFA, they can use him perfectly fine. Cards like this at this value, if you have some extra fodder in your club, is not bad. It's when you make these cards like 100k where it's like, all right, let's relax. The card's not, you know, that crazy, but for a concept card, it's not bad, right? So yeah, not a crazy card, but the price value of the SBC is incredibly fair for what you're getting in game. It's a 50k SBC that you're putting fodder into to just have in your squad if you want to have some fun. That's literally what it's going to be for this SBC. But at the end of the day, it's Thomas Muller. You know, it's cool to use them because legend of the game, right? So, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. I am going to go enjoy my holidays because, yeah, I got some stuff to do. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace out, my dudes. Thank you guys so much for the support on the video. I really appreciate it. Bye. Love you guys.